Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight the World of Thunder iRacing League continues. Normally the 360s are up first, but tonight the 360s, the KDC Home Improvement 360s and your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models are taking a night off. Tonight we have the World of Thunder Triple Crown, the 410 winged sprint cars up first here as they tackle the Knoxville Raceway, and then in a couple of hours time the Pro Late Models will tackle the dirt track at Charlotte as we get set for the first round of the Triple Crown Series presented by World of Thunder. I want to welcome you all in here to Ultimate Dirt TV. What's up, Jeremy? Ty, Gordon, Dustin, thank you very much for the like on the video, boys. So somewhat of a smallish field, 16, 17 drivers signed into the pit area here at the Knoxville Raceway for the first round of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. Again, we are live across Facebook, YouTube and Twitch, so we want to welcome you all in. Chase Shepherd, thank you for the like on the stream. We want to welcome you all in here to Ultimate Dirt TV, and if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Our time, well, tonight we're just broadcasting. We'll be broadcasting for the next couple of hours because we'll have the 410s, and then in 2 hours time the Pro Late Models. Steven, thank you for the like, brother. Good luck if you're going to race tonight. And roughly around lunchtime, in about 4 hours time, my time, well, that's when we are free. And whether we decide to do a personal stream or not, we might find out. We're not really sure what we want to do. We've had some good numbers. We've been raising money for Camden Car. Aaron Tacken, thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate it. So as the checkered flag gets thrown here on this practice session right now, we are going to move into qualifying, and then we will move into 2, maybe 3 heat races on the program. So here we go, qualifying is underway. Alright, one of the first cars on the racetrack in car number 54. It's going to be Mitch Stiles. Mitch Stiles in car number 54. Wait for the time for Mitch Stiles to come through. A 16.276. Western Newell goes to position number 1. With a 15.986. Garrett Adams is going to be 8th quick. We'll keep on going through some of the drivers. In car number 87, it's Steve McMillan. The main guy and the brains behind a World of Thunder. Stops the clock with a 16.398. James Grace has gone quick time with a 15.925. Mason Hannigan on screen. See what time Mason Hannigan can do in the number 1 machine. Can he better that time? He does with a 16.197. There's David Heileman. Trey Schmidt in car number 12 sits 15th quick. 16.278. Austin Griffey in car number 57, 37th quick. There we have it, 18 cars, and James Brace going to set the pace with a 15.925. Just 5 drivers in your top 5 into the 15-second bracket. Everybody else, 16 seconds or worse. 16.151 for Austin Griffey. So that is pretty much going to wrap up qualifying here. From the Knoxville Raceway, James Grace, 15.925 quick time. Jason Burton, second quick with a 15.960. Weston Newell with a 15.962. Kyle Atkinson with a 15.968. And Braden Eiler with a 15.976. Sixth quick is going to be Brenton Hockenberry with a 16.021. Stephen Calavoda, seventh quick with a 16.033. Eric Coyle with a 16.045. Billy Rowley with a 16.057. And Mitch Stiles rounds out your top 10 with a 16.116. And you go back to Ernie Williams Jr., David Harleman, Austin Griffey, Mason Hannigan, Garrett Adams, Trey Smith, Stephen McMillan, and Darren Littoral. So as predicted, just the 2 heat races on the program for tonight. For the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Who the hell is CC and LJ? New. They must be new, never heard of them. Starting on pole in the 269, it's going to be James Grace. On the outside of the front row in the 222 car, starting position at number 2, it's going to be Weston Newell. Starting position at number 3 in the 005 car, it will be Braden Eiler. On his outside, out of position number 4, car number 32 of Stephen Calavoda. Starting position at number 5 in car number 79, Billy Rowley. Lines up alongside the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. out of position at number 6. Austin Griffey in the 57 will start position at number 7. Out of position 8 in the 098, that's going to be Garrett Adams. And lining up out of position number 9 in the number 87 car, it is Stephen McMillan. Robert Schatz, thank you for the like. Carl Atkinson, thank you for the like. And hello, Kyle. Heat race number 1 here of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, the 410 Sprint Cars. Here at the Knoxville Raceway. We're going to have a dash after the heat races as well. There should be no need for the B main, as all drivers, all 18 cars, should make the show. But into turn number 3 and 4, the pace truck, the iRacing.com official pace truck, going to dive to the infield. James Grace and Weston Newell on the front row. Here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 1 is well and truly underway right now in turn number 1 and 2. James Grace going to slide up to the top side. Braden Eiler trying to pressure the 222 of Weston Newell. But here comes Stephen Calavoda in the green and blue, number 32. Ernie Williams Jr. in the Black Diamond Motorsports, number 91. That's the black and blue car. With the white on the side of that car. He's now going to move his way into position at number 4. Braden Eiler starting to get shuffled back out, gets stuck on the bottom side of the racetrack. Now Stephen Calavoda in position number 3 here. Weston Newell starting to put the pressure on your race leader, James Grace, 10 laps the distance. Here in both heat races here this evening. James Grace going to continue to lead through turn number 3 and 4. Weston Newell climbing all over the back of him. They both go low down into turn number 1 and 2. Weston Newell stays somewhat through the middle of the racetrack. James Grace has the run on the top side. Here goes Calavoda, going to slide up once again in front of Ernie Williams Jr. Williams Jr. turns it back underneath him now. Austin Griffey just had a bit of a moment there. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. looking for second. But Stephen Calavoda still going to put the pressure on the number 91 car into turn number 3 and 4. Billy Rowley in the 79 as well. Your top 5 is how they stand. James Grace, Weston Newell, Ernie Williams Jr., Stephen Calavona and Billy Rowley. Bray Nyla in 6, Garrett Adams, Austin Griffey and Stephen McMillan. The 9 cars for heat race number 1. 6 laps in the books with 4 remain here from the Knoxville Raceway heat number 1 of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. Slide job line from the 269 car, that is James Grace, continuing to pace the field with quick time this evening and looking to take out heat race number 1. Oh, Billy Rowley up into the fence, up into the wall. He's going to lose 1 spot. Wouldn't be surprised if that car's got some major rear end damage on the 79. 2 laps to go right now as they head down the back straightaway here at the Knoxville Raceway. Western Newell goes low into turn number 3 and 4. That leaves the top side open for not only Ernie Williams Jr. but also Stephen Calavona. They continue. Nearly side by side on the exit of turn number 4. The white flag's out. Calavona all over the back of Ernie Williams Jr. now down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be James Grace with the win second. Going to go to Western Newell. Ernie Williams Jr. hangs on for 3rd. Calavona 4th. Isla, Adams, Griffey, Rowley, and McMillan. 9 cars in that one. In fact, McMillan finishes ahead of Billy Rowley. So that will complete heat race number 1 here at the Knoxville Raceway. Jason, Daniel, thank you for the like, boys. Appreciate it. We get set here for heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole, in car number 33, Jason Burton. Starting position number 2 in car number 22 will be Kyle Atkinson. Brendan Hockenberry in the 14 car will start position 3 out of position 4, the 36 of Eric Coyle. Starting position 5, the 54 of Mitch Stiles. Starting position 6, the 49, David Heilemann. Mason Hannigan in the 1 car starts position 7. Trey Schmidt in the 12 car will start position 8. Darren Little in the 68 will start position number 9. Peyton Fan 93, thank you for the follow on Twitch, appreciate it. Welcome into Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, this is the first part of 2 for the Triple Crown Series, the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. The Pro Late Models up next at the dirt track at Charlotte is round 1 of 3. Can Jason Burton do what James Grace did here in heat race number 2 than what James Grace did in heat race number 1? Lead from start to finish. Again, some stiff competition here at the Knoxville Raceway. Burton, Atkinson, Hockenberry, Coyle, Stiles, Heilemann. Green flag is out. Jason Burton gets on the loud pedal into turn number 1 and 2. Has got some contact in the back of the pack here. David Heilemann going to get through that stuff. He's going to make his way to position 4 at the moment. Look for 3rd through turn number 3 and 4. Heilemann ducks from the outside down on the inside on Brendan Hockenberry in car number 14. Completes the slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Jason Burton continues to lead the field from Kyle Atkinson in 2nd in the number 22 car. David Heilemann runs 3rd. Brendan Hockenberry 4th. Trey Schmidt up to position 5. Then we go back to Mitch Styles, Mason Hannigan as well, fighting it out for 6th and 7th. Darren Literal and Eric Coyle rounds out this 9-car field. It's still Jason Burton leading through turn number 1 and 2. Now past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Keep an eye on the Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. You went to the bottom into turn number 3 and 4. On somewhat of a slow job line through turn number 1 and 2. But Carl Atkinson in car number 22 hanging on to the runner-up spot halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Meanwhile, Trey Schmidt in the number 12 car made his way by the 1 car of Mason Hannigan in turn 3 and 4. So Trey Schmidt moved himself up to position number 5. Hannigan running the cushion into turn number 3 and 4. Keep an eye on David Heilemann, who surprisingly went just 12th fastest here tonight. Of course, didn't get any, I don't think he got any practice laps in, so not that it should matter because he's turned only 3,462 laps here tonight. But he's starting to get a run on the cushion in turn number 1 and 2. We'll drive it down off the cushion, down the racetrack, and Carl Atkinson's You've Got Company. David Heilemann now moves into position number 2 with 2 laps to go. Atkinson trying to fight back on the inside, but the number 49 car hangs tough on the top side of the racetrack. And well, Jason Burton is now looking at 4 turns, half a mile away from starting on the front row in tonight's dash. David Heilemann may have something to say about that one. He's got a run on Burton down into turn number 3. Heilemann goes low. He's not going to have enough time. He's not going to have enough room. And Jason Burton gets the win in heat race number 2. David Heilemann home in 2nd. Carl Atkinson in 3rd. Brenton Hockenberry in 4th. Mason Hannigan 5th. Trey Schmidt in 6th. Darren Literal, Eric Coyle, and Mitch Styles ended up going 1 lap down in heat race number 2. We will have your trophy dash up next. Going to be run in the warm-up session. So we'll have, I'm not sure whether he said 4, top 4 or top 5. Going to move on to the dash. So we'll just have to see how many cars come out onto the racetrack. So again, we wait on the cars to enter the arena here at the Knoxville Raceway. We know James Grace and Jason Burton. They will make up row number 1. Row number 2 from memory, I think, will be Weston Newell and David Heilemann. Row 3 going to be Ernie Williams Jr. and Kyle Atkinson. So just confirming the 3 drivers on the racetrack. There should be another few more coming out right now. So James Grace will start on pole in the 269 car. Jason Burton in the 33 will start position number 2. Out comes Ernie Williams Jr. I believe he should start position 5. So the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, the 410 winged sprint cars. Up right now, and then in just under 2 hours time, in about an hour and 45 minutes, or an hour and 40, the Pro Late models for their Triple Crown Series will head to the dirt track at Charlotte. Ernie Williams going to start position 3, so top 2, so it's just going to be a small dash. 6 laps going to be the distance. Pretty sure Western Union started position finished position 2 in heat race number 1, but I'll leave it to race control to figure that one out. David Hartman on the cushion in turn number 3 and 4, along with Ernie Williams Jr. Jason Burton now gets stuck on the bottom side of the racetrack. David Hartman moves into position 2. Meanwhile, Ernie Williams Jr. looking to move into position number 3. And David Hartman now all over the back of James Grace down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. James Grace continues to run the slider line. It might be okay for the time being, but David Hartman now ducks to the inside and slide. Job by David Hartman. David Hartman to the race lead. James Grace going to try and fight back at him on the inside into turn number 1 and 2. But Hartman stuck on the cushion. Now drives down the racetrack because James Grace put in a perfect slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Ernie Williams Jr. now looking for a way by the 269 of James Grace and also the 49 of David Heilemann. It should be the white flag this time by, of course, no lap counter in the dash warm-up. Ernie Williams Jr. slide job on James Grace, completed, but James Grace turns it underneath him. David Hartman into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes a slider from Grace. Williams Jr. drives it back down the racetrack. David Hartman, oh no! And James Grace is now being given the race lead, courtesy of a David Hartman error. Jason Burton in second. So James Grace will get the win and will start on pole for tonight's main event. Second is going to be the 33 car of Jason Burton. And then, of course, Ernie Williams Jr. and David Hartman will start positions 3 and 4 here in tonight's main event. Eugenie and Adam, thank you very much for the likes. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Well, that sucks, Weston. That really does. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm going to come back with tonight's main event here in just a few moments' time. Hello, Gordon. Welcome into the stream, buddy. Weston, thanks for the like. Jaden, thank you very much for the like as well. Again, a reminder after this one in about an hour and a half time, so 90 minutes from now, the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series continues. The Pro Late Models have their turn at the dirt track at Charlotte. So we hope you come back for that one. Again, that'll be live on the iRacing.com portal as well as our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch feeds. As the drivers getting their last bit of practice session in before we move into tonight's main event. The track is really starting to slicken off here at the Knoxville Raceway. The first round of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series presented by World of Thunder iRacing League. Ben, you just need somewhat of a decent computer. Plus you'll need an iRacing subscription, which if you message Black Diamond Motorsports on Facebook, if you click on the see more button as well, it'll take you directly to the Black Diamond Motorsports page. Message them and they can get you a free 3-month membership. It's just the basic package. You'll have to buy the cars and the tracks for certain tracks, depending on what you want to race. But we take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid for tonight's main event. Starting on pole in the 269 is going to be James Grace. At a position number 2 will be the 33 car of Jason Burton. We know Western Newell was scheduled to start position 3. David Hardeman will start position 4, and of course Ernie Williams Jr. in fact will move up to the inside of row number 3. We go back to Stephen Calavoda out of position 5, Kyle Atkinson out of position 6, out of position 7, Braden Nyler out of position 8, Brenton Hockenberry. We go back to Garrett Adams and Mason Hannigan, Austin Griffey and Trey Schmidt. Then we go back to Stephen McMillan, Darren Littoral, Billy Rowley, Eric Coyle, and Mitch Stiles going to make up this. I believe it's going to be a 17 car field with Western Newell. In fact, as we seen him put in here, he was having some Oculus troubles. So 40 laps scheduled around the Knoxville Raceway for the opening round of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. Of course, your iRacing.com official pace truck going to move to the infield this time by. The drivers will get the iRacing green flag. They will not go green the first 5 laps going to get the drivers into the correct positions, and then they will go into a 4 wide salute. Again tonight, repeating, it will be 40 laps in distance for tonight's main event. As the field is set into their correct positions, as they will make their way into a 4 wide salute here in just a moment, the greatest sight in all of motorsports. Now I'm going to start to see the cars need to move on the racetrack a bit. That's better. That is a lot better, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest sight in all of motorsports, the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series for the 410 winged sprint cars, presented by World of Thunder Racing League. The drivers are 4 wide, and you have just been thunderstruck. The drivers will break formation here in just a moment, in a few moments' time. They'll get back into rows of 2 by 2. And then, of course, green flag in a couple of laps' time. Alright, Ronald, there we go. Drivers break formation into turn number into 1, excuse me. They are ready to go here at the Knoxville Raceway. 40 laps. The distance here, 20 miles you're looking at around this Knoxville Raceway. Repeating your lineup, James Grace and Jason Burton on the front row. Row number 2 going to be Ernie Williams Jr. and David Harleman, Stephen Calavoda and Carl Atkinson. Braden Isler and Brenton Hockenberry, Mason Hannigan, Garrett Adams, Trey Schmidt, Austin Griffey, Billy Rowley, Darren Littoral, Eric Coyle, Steve McMillan and Mitch Stiles, making up the 17 car field. We'll go green flag racing out of turn number 4. Intensity builds as they look to raise the virtual roof. That's not covering the Knoxville Raceway. 40 laps going to be the distance. Round number 1 of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. The 410 sprint car main event is green as James Grace gets the start, and Ernie Williams Jr. going to look to quickly move into position number 2. Jason Burton on the outside. They're going to make contact, but the yellow flag is going to fly. Carl Atkinson around. We'll take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. The 22 car Just went up and over by himself. And we also had the 098 car of Garrett Adams going upside down as well. The drivers just fighting for the same bit of real estate here on lap number 1. Joshua, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So here's the onboard shot on the number 098 car of Garrett Adams. We quickly go under caution here on the opening lap, opening turn. Light's going to turn off on your iRacing.com official pace truck. James Grace, Ernie Williams Jr., Jason Burton, your top 3 at the time of this restart. 36 laps to go here in the main event, the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, the 410 winged sprint cars. Here at the Knoxville Raceway, we are green, and Ernie Williams Jr. got a horrible jump into turn number 1 and 2. Look at David Holloman trying to work the cushion, but Jason Burton pulls alongside Ernie Williams Jr. down the back straightaway. Ernie Williams Jr., Jason Burton into the wall. Going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to lose a ton of spots. No, they all start to dive inside, outside. And who is that? It's Eric Coyle in the 36 car. James Grace, Ernie Williams Jr., David Harleman. Good battle out of turn number 4. Ernie Williams Jr. has the race lead. Going into turn number 1 and 2, Harleman works the low side of the racetrack through 1 and 2. James Grace sits in second, but only momentarily because David Harleman is on the inside, James Grace on the outside. And here comes Braden Isla in the 005 car. Harleman going to slide up and take second away from James Grace in 1 and 2. And the Craig Kinzer Racing 005 entry of Braden Isla, looking to break into the podium here at the Knoxville Raceway. Down to the low side, slide job into turn number 1 and 2. James Grace getting shuffled back to position number 4. Only Williams Jr. continues to lead by a little bit over half a second. Grace trying to fight back up on the inside on Braden Island, not going to be successful. Harleman stays down low once again through turn number 1 and 2, leaving the top side open for Braden Isla. Harleman gets back to the top into turn number 3 and 4. Ernie Williams Jr. now looking to extend that advantage. And that lead, he does so, 0.866 of a second here in tonight's main event. 30 laps to go. Yellow flag will fly, and it will be the 098 car of Garrett Adams again, I believe. In fact, Austin Griffey in the 57. Take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Austin Griffey in the 57. Just jumps the cushion, goes upside down. It's a wild ride. Just as I believe that was Mitch Stiles coming through. Again, we'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera angles. Take a few different angles at this one. Billy and Eric, thank you very much for the like. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Lights out on the iRacing.com official pace truck. 26 laps to run here in the main event. That's the lead that Ernie Williams Jr. had. Now, going to be nothing. To make their way off for turn number 4. Field just waiting and pacing as Ernie Williams Jr. gets on the gas, and we go back to green. Trey Schmidt making his way up into the top 5 as well in the number 12 car. Going to fight it out with Stephen Calavoda, Mason Hannigan, and then also you can throw in James Grace into the mix. Calavoda down low through turn number 3 and 4. Schmidt going to shut the door and slam it down into turn number 1 and 2 on Calavoda, but puts the slide job on James Grace. So a good battle going on for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. James Grace hang on to it. Mason Hannigan now moves to the inside. Calavoda continues to work low through corners number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Braden Isler trying to get by the number 49 car of David Heilemann, as those drivers going to run nose to tail into turn number 3 and 4. 23 laps to go. Isler smacks the wall on the front straightaway. He goes with the slide job, but David Heilemann, he keeps the foot on the gas and drives around the outside of the 005 entry. Trey Smith now moves to position 4. With Stephen Calavoda now moving into your top 5. Mason Hannigan rides in 6th. James Grace in 7th. Billy Rowley, Brenton Hockenberry and Darren Littoral complete your top 10. Jason Burton. Oh, Calavoda may have just gotten into the back of Hannigan there. He checked up a little bit, so they kept it going. There we see a couple of cars already on pit road after a few early incidences in the opening couple of laps. So just under 8/10 of a second lead last time by. As Heilemann, is he going to dig into that lead? They're both running very, very similar lap times. In fact, Ernie Williams Jr. with a 17:133 and David Heilemann with a 17:146. Braden Isler, who sits in 3rd, was a 17:555. So Isler was 4/10 off the pace. Ernie Williams Jr. again with another 17:1. Heilemann with a 17:4 that time by. So the gap has opened up to just over a second lead for the number 91 car out in front. Heilemann now will start to try to dig into this 1 second lead. Braden Isler now starting to close the door on David Heilemann into turn number 3 and 4. Isler runs down low, looking to get the drive on the exit of turn number 4. It's back to the cushion in turn number 1. We'll ride it all the way through turn number 2 and down the back straight away. Heilemann, again, he is starting to close the gap. 7/10, just under 7/10 of a second. There was 16 laps to go for Ernie Williams Jr. This track gets a little bit more tricky. Meanwhile, battle on for 4th and 5th. It's a side-by-side battle. Trey Schmidt puts a slider on Mason Hannigan. Schmidt comes off the cushion, back down the racetrack, leaves the top open for the number 1 car to try and make a run by the number 12 car of Trey Schmidt. Schmidt going to slide up again, and he's going to hang on to position 4. There's contact going into turn number 1 and 2. Hannigan still rides down low. So a great battle going on for 4th and 5th at the moment. So we go back to the front of the field. Ernie Williams Jr. 32 completed on the board. Of course, the first 5 of those ones were to get the field set. So essentially a 40-lap feature event. Going to be 12 laps to go this time by for your race leader, Ernie Williams Jr. David Heilemann sits 2nd, and then, he smacks the wall in the exit of turn number 4. That's going to cost him some ground as he runs the slider line into turn number 1 and 2. As they say, lap traffic will play a factor here in tonight's main event. And while the first car looking to go a lap down under green flag conditions will be Stephen McMillan. 10 to go this time by out of turn number 4. Ernie Williams Jr. of the Black Diamond Motorsports. Car number 91. 10 to go, so he's a heat race distance away. He's got a 1.133 second advantage over the 49 of David Heilemann. And Heilemann, he's got about a 1.6 second advantage, no, 1.7 second advantage over Braden Eiler, who rides in position number 3. Heilemann a 10th quicker than Ernie Williams Jr. in the previous lap, but a massive mistake in 1 and 2 by David Heilemann. Really letting the 91 car of Ernie Williams Jr. pull away from him right now. As this may bring out the yellow, this car's on the infield. That's Darren Literal. So that car was on the inside berm, so that is off the racing surface. And these drivers stayed green, but not for long, because the 14 car, Britton Hockenberry, around. And this is going to stack the field back up. And a 2.1 second advantage from Ernie Williams Jr. now back to David Heilemann is going to be erased. Ruben, thank you very much for the like. Appreciate it. Of course, the Pro Late Models up next on the program. So we are looking at roughly 4 laps to go here in the main event. Ernie Williams Jr. now sits 2 miles away from victory lane. Will that get spoiled by the number 49 car of David Heilemann? Braden Eiler sits in position at number 3. Trey Schmidt will round out the 4th spot on the racetrack, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be Mason Hannigan. And you go back to Stephen Calavoda in 6th, James Grace in 7th, Jason Burton in 8th, Billy Rowley 9th, and Darren Literal. In fact, to make that Britton Hockenberry, who makes up the top 10, McMillan in 11th, Literal in 12th. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official page track. Green flag this time by, again, Ernie Williams Jr. sits 4 laps away from victory lane. Can he go to victory lane here at the Knoxville Raceway and take out the opening round of the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series for the 410 winged sprint cars? Here we go, waiting for Ernie Williams Jr. to get on the loud pedal. Again, it's a slow pace through turn number 3 and 4, but he can dictate the pace of this field into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to run right through the middle and slide up to the cushion. Heilemann's got to run. Ernie Williams Jr. looked to be out of a groove at the moment. Here goes Heilemann down low into turn number 3 and 4. Trey Schmidt put the slider on Braden Eiler, but you race for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. David Heilemann continues to stay down low. Ernie Williams Jr. continues to rail the outside of the racetrack, takes back over the race lead, down the back straightaway. Heilemann once again back to the inside. Trey Schmidt and Braden Eiler also putting on a spectacle for the final spot on the podium. 2 laps to go. Williams on the outside, Heilemann on the inside. Braden Eiler now moves into position number 3. They come to the white flag. 4 turns, half a mile. Ernie Williams Jr., David Heilemann run nose to tail through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they've got a choice to make. Into turn 3. Heilemann slide job on Ernie Williams Jr. and Ernie Williams Jr. sticks the landing. And Braden Eiler is going to go to victory lane. Well. Oh boy. Let's take a look at that one again. Let's take a look at your JR Productions and Media finishing results. So getting credited with the win here in tonight's main event, Braden Arler in the 005 car. David Harleman, after wrecking Ernie Williams Jr., comes home in second. Trey Schmidt will come home in that third spot. Mason Hannigan home in fourth. Fifth is going to be Stephen Calavoto. James Grace in sixth. Seventh is going to be Billy Rowley. And what should have been your winner, Ernie Williams Jr. home in eighth. Jason Burton. Ninth, Brenton Hockenberry rounds out your top 10. We go to Stephen McMillan in 11th. Darren Little in 12th, Mitch Stiles, Austin Griffey, Garrett Adams, Eric Coyle, Kyle Atkinson, your 17 cars. And of course, Western Newell did not make the grid for tonight's main event. We'll go track side here in just a moment. Sean Isaac, thank you for the like. Sean Cartwright, thank you very much for the follow. As we go down to Victory Lane and chat with the driver that comes across the line in first place in the 005 car. It's going to be Braden Isler. Braden, congratulations on this first place run. You're very lucky there, but well, another KKR driver taking out Black Diamond car, but I guess you'll take it.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really supposed to win, and car felt really good. I just kept making too many mistakes, where pretty much just lost me the race, and just David won it for me. Hashtag David's fault.
We're just going to end it right there. That's perfect. Okay, hey, you third place for majority of that race, but I guess you had to be in the right place at the right time, and you were going into that final turn.
Yeah, I got lucky there. I definitely didn't really deserve that win, but I guess I'll take it.
How tough was the track here tonight? With it being very slick and then being very bumpy on the top side.
Yeah, towards the end it was getting really sketchy there. I was gonna start running slider line 1 and 2, but I was starting to reel in David there, so I kind of kept doing my thing on the top, but it was just getting so sketchy to where if you just made one little mistake, you'd be going over and you'd be in the wall.
Well, first place out tonight in the 410 for the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. Congratulations on the win. And of course, before we let you get out of here, of course, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff. Who makes it happen for you, bud?
Yeah, thanks to World of Thunder and you guys for broadcasting this, and shout out to my sponsors, Rockstar Productions, Border Tire, Wicked Cushion, Dirt Racing Network, and also everybody at the Kansas Racing Sim team, and family and friends and everyone out there watching.
All right, there we go. Braden Isler there, home in first place here tonight. Home in second place tonight. It's hashtag David's fault. David, I'm just going to throw it over to you. I mean, yeah, what do you got to say?
First off, Braden's a bum, all right?
Hey, he said it perfectly. Hashtag David's fault. And I've been saying this for weeks. It's David's fault. It's David's fault. And what do you know?
Brett Wheeler's the man of reasoning around here, and we're in trouble then.
Look, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'll tell you what I think. And to be honest, that was a dick move.
I wasn't going to wing it on the bottom in the last lap, so I threw my slider. I thought I threw it plenty far. There wasn't anywhere for him to drive around. I just think if he would have crossed over, it would have been all right. But obviously, that's not the way I would have just rather, just finish second to that. But track. The cushion was for Knoxville super smooth. Really, it was just even smoother than it was in the 8 races. So first half is just hammer it as hard and straight as you can, and I kept struggling like a turn 4. I don't know. It's like the rear end of the car was really tight, because I kept brushing the wall a little bit, and that's where he kept gapping me. And then towards the end, it got a little bit rougher. I knew that bottom was going to slowly start to come in. I mean, you saw it kind of did there at the end, but by the time when I was getting down there, I mean, it was so hard to turn my car just because I had the wing back. But then yeah, then that last restart, I mean, Ernie was out for like 2 second lead. So it brought us back in. You know, we were side by side for a couple laps. Yeah, I just went for it. Can't be mad at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that before one of us get in trouble. I told you, look, all I need to say is hashtag David's fault. I've been saying it for weeks. It's starting to trend worldwide on Twitter right now. But congratulations, second place run. But of course, we'll hand the mic over to your sponsors, shout outs, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's the Kick Out Tip Team, Nav Local Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, and World of Thunder and Steve for putting it on.
Right, there we go. That was David's fault. Hashtag David's fault. David Hartman there home in second place. Home in third place now. Got a little bit lucky towards the end, but made his way from about the middle of the pack and comes home in third. Trey Smith. Trey, third place run, buddy. How you feeling?
You got me here?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
All right, not used to push to talk here, but yeah, I guess I got to thank David. We were nowhere near podium finish until turn 4, so thanks to David.
Again,
got on the podium.
Third interview here right now. Hashtag David's fault. I mean, you really had to work hard for that one because, I mean, yeah, you got lucky on that last lap, but, sometimes it's better to be in the right place at the right time, when these sort of things happen. But, you still had to drive from position number 12. You were sort of 4th and 5th there for majority of that race. When you got up to that top 5, you had a good battle, with, I think it was Mason Hannigan there and Stephen Calavota as well. So, I mean, it's not like that, this was handed to you. You really had to drive from the middle of the pack to up towards the front here.
Yeah, I did. I was just trying to be super smooth on the top because car was a handful. That thing was steering just left and right hard, and me and Mason, we were that was probably one of the best races. I mean, we turned down on each other and just back and forth, and we got together a couple times, but it was mainly because the car is just out of control and they like to just jump out of control instantly. So I was hanging on, but I mean, I had nowhere near a podium car. I had 4th or 5th place car, but they were straight away ahead of me. So thanks to David, we're on the podium.
And again, it's David's fault, but I mean, you're not known to run these 410s. I know you like to run the midget cars a lot. How much of an adjustment did you have to make going from a midget into a 410 sprint car?
Yeah, I mean, I race sprint cars in real life, and I like them on here, but it just seems like the racing it's not 100% correct. And midgets, I feel like it's more in the driving hands. On these cars, I feel like it's more of setup, full throttleness, just holding it to the floor, and it's just kind of computerish. And so, I mean, I prefer midgets, and but I come play with these every once in a while, and I can run up front, but not with the best of the best. So we gotta wait for a couple David faults to help you out, get to the podium.
Well, I'm sure if you're in a race with David, there's going to be a record too, and we can continue on this hashtag David's fault that is trending worldwide on Twitter. But congratulations, Bud, on a third place run here tonight. But of course, before we let you get out, of course, we'll hand the mic over to you. Why don't you thank a few people as well and give some shout outs?
Yeah, I think my team FBN, FRM midgets, and that's my midget team. We got FBN midget series, but all of us guys, we play around every night, and without them tweaking and changing and exchanging setups all night long, we get a hair quicker every day. So without them, got to just thank them. But other than that, Advanced Enzyme Systems, Dixie Safe and Lock, and my wife and my kids for keeping it fun around here.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Trey Schmidt, their home in third place. But your winner tonight goes to the 005 car of Braden Ayler. That'll do it for the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series for the 410 winged sprint cars. The Pro Late Models up on the program in 55 minutes time. Again, we'll have a new stream up for that on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you come back and stick around the Pro Late Models around the dirt track at Charlotte. It should be another fantastic showing. Yeah, of course, right here on Ultimate TV. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. You can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on the sponsors tab. And of course, big thanks to Wicked Cushion, Drew Neal at 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team and the management behind the scenes, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying hashtag David's fault. It is good night, and we'll see you in 55 minutes time for the Pro Late Models as we head to the dirt track at Charlotte for your World of Thunder Triple Crown Series.